Good afternoon. My name is Elijah Rice, and my project is on Apple. So, what is Apple? Apple is a multi technology company that designs and manufactures and markets usable technology like our smartphones, computers, and tablets. And it's the biggest company by market capitalization and the largest company in the world. So, Apple makes a series of iPods, iPads, and iPhones, and they have been successful for a very long time. Apple revolutionized the computer industry with the introduction of the first ever color graphics. Sales jumped from 7.8 million in 1978 to 117 million in 1980, and that's when the year Apple went public. So, these concepts I have right here: leadership, culture, reward system, and consumer input, while also surveys and polls, are the concepts that we went through during class. And I felt like these were very important because these are what makes a great company, and Apple uses these concepts very well. So let's first go to leadership. So Apple has like two leaderships actually, because Steve Jobs was first the CEO of Apple, and he was more of an autocratic leader. And an autocratic leader is someone who goes through everything based off their opinions, their ideas, and no one else's. But Tim Cook is a democratic leader, and he uses democratic leadership for Apple. And a democratic leadership is when democratic leaders welcome and value others' input, rely heavily on team participation, and facilitate discussions that enable multiple members of their group to weigh in on decisions. And I have this picture of Kamala Harris right here because Kamala Harris is the definition of democratic leadership. And the benefits of a democratic leadership are improved employee engagement, increased job satisfaction and employee experience, boosted employee morale, increased productivity. Employees feel more valued at work. It strengthens workplace relationships at all levels. People feel more connected to the work that they're doing, and also just loyalty as well. It definitely does promote a lot of loyalty. Okay, so next we have culture. They have a very big culture and training. So Apple actually uses these spaces in their headquarters called pods for each activity an employee engages in during the workday, and different departments are actually in those pods. And according to Apple's employee engagement strategies, these pods are distributed democratically, which provides a flexible space for different types of work. Their core values: Apple believes that they are the face of the earth to make great products. Apple believes in simplicity and not complexity. Apple believes that they need to own and control primary technologies behind the products that they make. Apple participates in the market, and they make significant contributions. Apple believes in saying no to thousands of projects to focus on the few that are very important and that impact the world. Apple believes in deep collaboration, and Apple does not settle for anything less than excellence. And also on that note, Apple just basically uses real life scenarios and real life experiences to add into the workspace, to bring into the workspace, as I should say. Next, we have the reward system. So Apple uses the reward system, and the reward system basically influences behavior by rewarding their employees with goods in exchange for hard work. And Apple does this by giving their employees stock to invest in, product discounts, and incentives. And this is great because stocks is very important, especially if you want to be wealthy. It's definitely a great investment to get into. Product discounts are everything, and incentives getting more money is. There's no such thing as enough. So it's a really good thing. And why not reward your employees for the hard work that they do? And last but not least, we have consumer input, the surveys, category. So Apple actually collects insights and feedback through surveys, and they get the consumers involved, which I love so much because it shows how humble they are as well, and that they are always seeking to improve. The surveys Apple users are typically sent out to a random sample of customers and ask questions about their experience using the product or service, as well as their overall satisfaction. And overall, I just think that Apple has really mastered marketing their company and has just mastered what it is to be successful. And that is my project. I thank you guys all for listening.